Hey, welcome to another day of Potential Power Sources series. What if I tell you that you have not touched anything until now in your entire life? Tell me why someone at certain point of age feels that he is losing a hold while touching any object. That's number one question. Number two, why someone has a very stronger grip on something he holds in his hand, and that may sometime vary, the age varies. That's number two. Number three, let me ask you this thing, that do you know that why seeing something in future is very necessary for you? Okay, welcome once again to this day, and today be ready to get a completely mind blown away, because what the fact I'm bringing in front of you may simply blow your mind. Having said that, now till now whatever we have covered so far, let me speak about that we have been talking about how your thoughts creates the dendrites, and dendrite prerequisite is the learning, that's the dendrite connection, how your thoughts changes your brain and brain shape, and why it is very important to keep on learning something new so that you can always create a new neuron cluster inside your brain, and thus you can develop a habit, you can remove a old habit. We have talked about subconscious brain, we have talked about electromagnetic wave, we have talked about a communication through your heart to quantum universe and through your brain to infinite intelligence. What is the gateway between infinite intelligence and electromagnetic waves, the importance of electrodynamics and motion in your life, and considering these all physics, how relativity is helping you to understand the law of relativity. What you are seeing, what you are judging is always, everything is being perceived and creating a level of experience in your life. And today what we are going to talk about it may, as I said earlier, may simply set you for the next level. And we have also talked that how through imagination and visualization you can create your own future. We have also talked about a concept of time travel and light travel. So if you are getting little bit of jumbled that what I have said so far, there is a humble request from my end to you that go back and listen to the complete series, then every thought will be getting connected. So that's number 4. So having said that, once again, I welcome you back. And before we begin in this chapter, what I want you to go back and set up your intention. And before you set up your intention, I want you to listen to your favorite song, right? And if you have listened to your favorite song, which is the uplifting, inspiring song, then come back and set up your intention and tell to yourself, there is nothing in this entire world what I cannot learn, and whatever people have mastered outside in the world, that I cannot master. I am here to master each and everything. When you have set up so, then once again, I truly welcome you. And at this point of time, go back and listen to this series in the entire mode. Take lots of notes, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, have not shared, liked or commented, go back and do it. And today, stay till the end and you will come to know that whatever is being done in your entire life is being done by your brain. How? Let's get into this. Okay, so what if I'll tell you that electromagnetic waves importance you have learned in the previous lesson, how important electromagnetic waves are playing a really vital role in your life and everyone's life. Likewise, what is wave? Wave is nothing but a disturbance which transfers the energy to the space and matter. Okay, so for example, when some waves appear inside ocean, it disturbs the complete water and throws the waves towards the seashore that you see at the edge of the ocean. So how does it happen? This simply happened through a disturbance made by a medium of air inside the ocean. That's number one. Number two, if someone tell you something, you listen to some voice, some music, what exactly happens? If someone says something to you, he tells a word through his mouth and it reaches to your ear. So what exactly happens while it is reaching towards your eardrum? But the farther he is, the energy of this sound keeps on dropping down. It dies down. And that's the reason the person farther from you sometime is not as audible clearly as audible you want him or her. So that's number two. Now, I have said you so many things till now, let me clarify this thing in front of you, that what exactly happens when you hear something. Let me get into the waves a little bit deeper before I explain this. So waves are very, very important, which is dropping down and rising up. So this is how waves travels. Waves travels through medium. Sound waves needs air, and then water waves need water as a medium, but light alone is a wave which does not require any medium, and that's why it self-propagates at the same time, at the similar place, at the same speed. Okay, so that's number three. So for example, you hold a rope at one end. Say for example, you have caught a 6 feet long rope, and now I would request you to start twisting your wrist up and down so that there will a wave generate from one end to another end. So the top of the waves appeared on the rope is called as wave crest, and the bottom points of the waves are called as troughs, and the distance between is the equilibrium of wavelength, and wave frequency is the sum of the total of the number of waves generated in the limited period of time. So these things you might have heard so far, you have learned so far during your high school or somewhere. Now come to the another point. Another point, when you have understood about these many things about the waves, now listen to this. And this may be a completely shocking for you. Are you ready for the next level of shock? Let's shift the gear and let me tell you how it does exactly you listen to something. So the moment a sound travels through your ear canal and reaches to eardrum, it immediately ripples inside 3 tiny brains near the eardrum, and it amplified that sound wave to costly is a snail type of structure under which a fluid is there which helps a sound to travel, wherein the hair cells moves and through which these chemical rushes to the signal to the signals, which is creating electricity to be heard. Okay, and through which it touches the brain cell. It touches the brain cell, and actually it converts these entire signal into electricity, and it fires to the neuron, and thus your hearing gets completed. And in fact, when this brain cell neurons firing happen, so there I can tell that actually what you heard it through brain. So that's number one. So if you want to listen to it again, just go back and repeat it, and then you will understand it. So actually you are listening through your brain. Ears are just medium. Okay, so this processing is more electric and more chemical. So that's number one. Now come back, how do you see? So for seeing, your cornea only perceive the light, okay? And iris is nothing, just a uh, colored structure just below your cornea, which absorb the light, and accordingly the more your larger or smaller your pupil is, reflects to your retina the perceived light, and then it converts, retina converts uh, that light into signal and send us through your brain cell again. So whatever you are looking at is the reflection of the light and getting converted inside your brain cell, and that is nothing but it gives you as a part of image. So what exactly happens? You are seeing anything through your brain, you are looking at anything through your brain. Now let me tell and ask you this thing, then if that's the case, then whatever brain is giving you the information, and that is happening through the neurocluster, is the set of dendrite connection has been made through your thoughts, then everyone has a different thoughts. Can you say that one person looking at something and listening to something, his may perception on that may vary or not? If a color blind person is looking at the world and he is not finding the color, can you tell that he is totally wrong? Or if you are looking at something and it is giving you the shade of color, can you say that you are wrong? Now let me ask you this thing, if you find someone, two people who are not color blinded and still they are looking at the color, you may see that these two people are perceiving the different shade of the same color. Can you say both are the wrong? No, both are looking at this world, they have got their own different universe altogether, which has been conspired and created by the thoughts gone inside. And what if I say that how your thoughts has created your brain to receive the data from the outer world is giving you and telling you the information what is right and what is wrong? Does it make sense to you? Okay, so let me get into more detail and more simplify that. Do you remember I have been telling you earlier that never ever forget about electromagnetic waves? Now, since everything is being done by your ear and brain while listening to some sound, what if I ask you that in a woods, say for example in a forest, once a tree falls down, does it make sound? Yes, it does make sound, but can it be heard? No, because there is no brain available over here there, and no ear is available over there which can translate this complete phenomena to experience that. So whatever has come to you, to your world, through your experiences, through your thoughts, and experience and thought, when they collaborate together, they create a belief system. And what if I tell you, whatever you are looking at, whatever you are seeing at, and whatever you are listening at, and whatever you are uttering today is the complete combination of your belief system. And that's why what you believe, that you receive, what you believe, that becomes. Okay, so it is very very important to know that your world is the creation of your own belief system. This may sound very 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 and very shocking to you, that whatever you say. So for one person, even one object can be perceived from a different point of angle, and it cannot be said that person is wrong because he is watching at that object with the set of the thoughts collected inside his brain, the past experience he has collected from his life, and how in the light he has looked at the universe. So you are totally in the total different world. Now another shocking news I have for you, if you think that you are touching at something, what if I'll tell you that this is a complete myth? What you are touching, exactly you have not touched anything in your entire life. How? Let me tell you. Remember, I was talking about in the electromagnetism or in motion chapter, when I said that everything, or say for example, the electric charges or alike electric charges repels each other. So in the similar manner, in this entire world, everything is made up of what? Atom, right? And atom is made up of what? Electron, proton, and neutron. Electron is a negatively charged particle, right? And say for example, if you are trying to touch something, then everything is made of atom, and atom is comprising of electron, proton, neutron. The electron inside one object and electron inside your body tries to repel each other with the speed of 100 million meters, okay? But your brain perceive this that you have touched it, but in reality you are just hovering it. Why you are hovering it? Because the rippling is still happening, but your mind is perceiving on it as if you are touching it, as if you are holding it. As I said, that you get what your mind think about, okay? And that's the reason, with this example, this shocking truth I have shared with you, and I have given you all the scientific example. Then if that's the thing, then what is harm if you create your own world through imagination? By knowing your belief system, you go back and daydream and visualize and imagine and bring those future in the now, right now, and start daydreaming. If you have heard this all, this may sound really, really shocking. If you are not able to digest this information, I would say go back and listen to this entire video completely. Try to understand and grab this data what I have shared so far with you. And this is really, really shocking, and this will lead you to understand that how beautifully and wonderfully you can create your own life, because you are the creator of one. How you are creating, I have just now disclosed and shared. In the coming chapter, I am going to go really, really, really and really deeper, and if you have grasped so far, it will make you ready to enter a total new world. Are you ready for that? If yes, then hit a like button, put your comment, let me review your comments, and please, please, please subscribe to this channel, because I'm going to bring something marvelous in your life. Okay, cool. Stay connected, keep listening, and enjoy your rest of life. We'll see you again in the next episode with Potential Power Sources series with Kumar Gaurav. Do subscribe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Take care and God bless.